You ever wonder how a gunfighter got his reputation? Well, let me tell you, I can tell you just how to get a reputation. No, not that kind of reputation. How to get a reputation as a gunfighter. The story goes this way. A young fella, square-jawed, steely blue eyes, walked into a bar all dressed in black, a little string tie hanging down. And he walked into that bar just as proddy as he could be, and he was looking to make himself a reputation. And the way to do that is you got to beat the biggest fella there. And he looked around the bar and he found this big old farmer boy standing over by the bar drinking his sarsaparilla. And he called him out and he said, "Hey, big man." And the farmer turned around and looked at him and said, "You talking to me?" He said, "Yeah, I'm talking to you." He says, "I'm going to shoot you, son." He said, "You going to shoot me? For what reason?" He said, because you're there and you're big." Now this old farm boy, he's standing there, he doesn't have a pistol to be seen, except he's got an old cap and ball pistol that's stuck down in his pocket there that he carried around for killing snakes and critters and such. And now he's got to deal with this little squirrel of a guy sitting down there. He said, now bear in mind that most of the gunfighters in these days were manic depressives. Of course, if that's the way you made your living, then you'd probably be manic depressive too. But at any rate, he says, now big man, I want you to go for that gun, and then I'm going to shoot you. Well, that farmer looked at him, and he can think on his feet just as quick as this little squirrel of a gunfighter can. He says, how is it some little squirrel like you comes into this bar and calls out a man standing here as big as I am, minding my own business, and you, the little squirrel that you are, I gotta draw this gun and try and hit something as little as you are, and you're gonna draw that handmade pistol and put a bullet in something as big as I am? That don't seem fair somehow. Well, now that little gunfighter, he can think pretty quick too. And he went and he got himself a piece of chalk. And he went up to that big man, and he drawed a figure on top of that big man that was exactly the same size as he was. And then he backed off, and they stood there by the bar, and they faced each other. And that little squirrel of a gunfighter, he said, now, big man, go for that gun, because anything I hit outside that chalk line don't count. Thank you for watching this episode of Mysteries of the Superstition Mountains.